bassist extraordinaire, Lil Asmar.
That was amazing, by the way. I just want to say, we're sitting here, all of us in here jamming. Yeah, you just playing. I forgot we was on the radio.
I really did.
But it was in a club, right? Jazz club.
That's just amazing talent to have at that age. It's just, it's nothing I can say. You know, I know
8 years old.
We talk about people being, you know, prodigies, but now, you know, we are witnessing
it's
one.
It's one in our midst.
And it's like amazing.
How long has he been playing?
14 months.
14 months?
Months.
That's all.
Yeah.
You sure he didn't pick it up when he was little? When he was,
From the womb?
From the
I
womb?
started last November.
Wow.
Wow.
That is talented.
I've been bringing Vanessa here for almost 2 years now, right?
Yeah.
So that's 24 months, and Vanessa still can't remember the day. So that's amazing.
Well,
In
I'm
14
older.
months, he playing like that. That's amazing.
And that was an easy song. He got something that's you wouldn't even think that he can even do this.
Did he write his own stuff?
Yeah, like he made up his own stuff to this. He got his own little things that he does. You know, it is amazing.
Tell us about next plans, because we only have about 15 minutes.
Well,
I know it's so much.
Yeah, it's a whole lot going on. We're going back to Detroit in August for Bass Player Day. We also got invited to go to Nashville, Tennessee in the summer to what they call NAMM. NAMM is like, it's like top of the line heavy hitters.
Yeah, I've heard of NAMM.
Yeah, well, we already got invited to go. We actually, they happen in LA this weekend, but it just happened for us with the endorsement people and everything. And we're going on the next one, which will be in the summer in Nashville, Tennessee. We got to go back to Detroit. We got to go to Florida. He's going to play down in Disneyland. And it's just a whole lot of, you know, different things that's been, you know, coming up. Also, we've been waiting for a little minute, but I've been, you know, speaking to one of the producers from the Wendy Williams show, and she just actually sent me a message saying around Mother's Day they're gonna try to formulate a show just dealing with kids. He already got the spot though. Something else too that came to us too a few months back. This lady from a magazine company had actually reached out to me and needed Asmar's bio. But she started asking me about his eye color, his weight, and everything, right? And first, you know, I said, well, you want personal stuff? She said, well, listen, I just got an email from a colleague, and they're looking for an 8-year-old skilled African American to be on the next 2016 Empire series. So we already submitted everything that, you know, they needed, so we're just waiting now. We'll know in the next few weeks.
So they know he plays bass.
Yeah, everybody. You know what's crazy too is I got a lot of friends now from all over. I'm talking about Thailand, China, Africa, everybody.
Wow.
Everybody. People who send me messages on him, and I go to look up where they from. This person in Thailand, and he's in Africa, and she's in London, and you know, everybody know him. I get messages all the time now. But like I say, you know, God blessed us. You know, and I just thank God for this moment. And you know, not just because he's my son, he really do have a gift beyond me. You know, God just made it for me to teach him what I know, but he has a gift. You know, I'm just nurturing the seed.
There you go.
You know, but sometimes I look at him play and I say, wow. And then, you know, I'll be in my bedroom and he practices every day. And I'll hear him doing something, I'll jump up out the bed and run to his room like, where did you get this from? Stuff that I ain't showed him. And I just keep saying like, wow, like my son really have a gift. You know, like I said, I just keep going back to God because, you know, it changed my life. You know, my son made me really buckle down, you know, be a good father and do the things that I'm supposed to do with him. You know, I'm from Parkside, so I grew up real rugged, you know, and you know, I want my son to have a different type of opportunity, you know. And one thing I did learn dealing with music, it's a whole different group of people you deal with.
Yeah.
You know, everybody nice in the music world. Everybody want to help somebody. I haven't ran into no cutthroat.
Not yet.
Yeah.
That beast is there. Sliding, slithering on
entertainment in general, but like
slithering on the ground.
when it comes to like musicians and stuff, we had the opportunity too to go back to Detroit Daniel Spates, he played for Enchantment. You know, he's been playing for them for so many years, and asked us to do something, but it was just too soon for me. You know.
Sometimes I think you got to do that. You have to step back and analyze. You know, hold on, let me catch my breath. You know, and reevaluate.
Yeah, again, do nothing you're not comfortable with, and he's not comfortable with.
Right.
You know, you have to get to where you get a feeling for these things. I remember a few years ago, they were interviewing a lot of celebrities that were managed by their parents, and they interviewed like Brandy's mother, Usher's mom, and then they interviewed the artist. And one of the main things that they were talking about was the fact that, like, Usher actually at one time got rid of his mom as his manager because he was hearing all these things. But then Brandy said, but you lose something because no matter what, that person got your back. So it's a comfort zone that you get when you have people that you can trust around you. And Venus and Serena always talk about the fact that they could never be who they are without each other, because nobody else has that sister right there, the mom and dad being there. You know, the whole Williams family, they all traveled together. So they didn't have that. So while everybody else who they started playing tennis with has retired already, they're still there because they always had that foundation right there. So, you know, it's not, they 34 and 35 years old, they're still playing, which is old for tennis players. But because they had that foundation, it's something that's unheard of, but they're doing it. So, you know, once you start with anything you do and you have that support with that foundation, that structure, you can't really go wrong with that. So, you know, he is just reaching even like the crest of his potential, because, you know, this is Lil Asmar gonna be big, you know.
Yeah.
They were just talking about Lil Stevie Wonder, you know, the thing, and now, you know, you see the legend. So, you know, you just pass things on. I think we'll be talking about this thing. You remember that time when Lil Asmar was playing with Stevie Wonder's band, and, you know, and now he want to be called.
Well, since we're on the air, I have to say this. A couple weeks ago, I'm in my room and I'm laying there and I'm chilling. And my son comes in my room. And Lil Asmar said, Daddy, I want to change my name. So I said, man, you can't change your name. He said, well, I want you to call me Lil Victor Wooten. Made me feel some kind of way. He sure did. He said he wanted to change his name to Little Victor Wooten.
Awesome.
You know, but he loves it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
funny.
I think it's also good that you enjoy the moment. Like, you know, but sometimes we're so fast to, like, go to the next step, where sometimes you have to look around you, take a deep breath and say, you know what, I enjoy where I'm at now, and I'm okay. And then you go to the next step. So I'm really, like, honored to be here with you and your son. Oh. Okay. So I'm really, like, honored to be here with you and your son, because I can sit back and say, dang, I remember that little boy playing just for me. You know, but also, like, learn how to enjoy the moment, because it's very important that you just don't go by flying and rushing, and then you don't sit there and can't remember, like, the little things.
All right, folks, we have about 5 minutes, and I don't know, this is a special moment. Is there something we want to leave the audience with, the listening audience with, before we get out of here, about what it is we're talking about? What's the point that we want to leave the audience with? What point are we trying to make this evening? Brian, you make one. Fathers.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even just, first of all, I think we don't even see parenting anymore. Not even just fathers. We have to see people actually raising their children and not just letting them grow up. He introduced this to his son.
He introduced it, right?
You know,
Wow.
they're kids, they don't know anything yet. So if you're anything that you introduce them to and they accept that they like, that's going to motivate them. If you're not doing that with your children, then you're failing them. And then when they don't know but they don't have interest in anything positive. They go out and they look for things like gangs, drugs, and different things like that. But by you being that person that they look up to, or you making sure that he knows who Victor Wooten is and he can look that up, and that's somebody that he's going to look for, that's not the same person that's going to be out there on the street and make sure that he doesn't get that state number, because you're somebody that makes sure that he's not doing that. You're putting in the work to do that. And no, not everything, or not every parent can do everything to prevent that. But this is one avenue that one parent did that is becoming successful. But everyone needs to put that effort in.
If you said, right. Yeah. And I agree, I concur. And I think that's the gist of it. The fact that you have the talent, Big Asmar, and I always say, put it this way, you turned your light on to the point where he saw it, and now he's reflecting you, as well as himself through the light that you helped him see. And to me, that's key to this whole thing.
Yeah.
We're not letting our children see. I know you're the cameraman. And what's your name again?
Rich.
Rich.
Yeah.
Rich. You like what you're doing, I can tell, and you've invested into your craft, because you have a nice camera there, and you know what you're doing, and I'm sure that it came from somewhere. You
Me.
That's cool.
The big bro.
A gift.
Cool. But what I'm saying is because it takes discipline to do that. He's working without a tripod. He's been diligent. He has not missed a shot. I've been watching him out of the corner of my eye, which means that through, again, I'm gonna give it back to you, through your example. And we talked about this the last time you were here, and because you talked about being affiliated with a community organization called the Jones Boys.
Yes.
Which was a neighborhood group started by Charles Jones, a young man who came up in a neighborhood where things were happening that he liked and he saw, so he started something, right? And he became a light to you and others.
Yeah.
And then here you are passing it on, and it's just a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And he's gonna talk about it. He's gonna play notes about it. He's gonna write songs about it. And this young man's gonna produce videos about it. So, and that's what we do.
Since one thing I wanted to bring to your attention is you have all of us from the same community.
Yeah.
And right now, our community is in mourning right now. We lost somebody this week. One of my cousins, Terrence Fondu, Terry. So we definitely want to send our condolences out to the whole family, Miss Charlene, everybody out there. We're praying for you. We're all here for you.
Fondu.
Yeah.
So please keep the whole family in your prayers right now. My cousin Marie, everybody, just pray for
Parkside love.
Parkside love is everybody's love, y'all. We have a minute, and the next show's coming in, but we haven't been on the air since November, and after tonight, we won't be back on again until March. Middle of February, and now we hope we gave you something to hold on to until that time, and that is, be a light, be a good example, especially for those who are closest to you, parents, your children, and others, and as well as the community, because there's so many crazy things going on that we could have talked about that we usually do, but we kept it here tonight. We kept it close to, something that I think is important. And time is up.
You can find us.
You can find us where?
YouTube, Lil Asmar, Little Asmar, or www.lilasmar.com.
All right now.
LilAsmar.com.
Real quick with Risen, you had an event.
Oh yeah, we had our every year for Risen we do a Thanksgiving event. The night before Thanksgiving, I get me and all my friends and community leaders together, and we host Thanksgiving dinner. We have it at 27 Bayer Street at the Gardner Hill and Yoga and Wellness Center. Carla over there just welcomes me in there. I come in there and she lets me turn it out. And we had a beautiful event. We had about 40 people show up. We fed them. We sent home plates with them. Everybody went home. Nobody went home hungry. You know, it was just a great community event. I have to thank all my volunteers from the New Brunswick Education Association that came out and helped out. It was a wonderful event. I can't wait to do it next year.
I'll be there next year, man. 2 years in a row I missed this. My intention was to be there, but